Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the video, and this is what I've been trying to get this video done for a little bit now. I've compiled everything that I think is going to happen in the next few months on the global side. And there were some caveats, of course, but we'll be getting into those. But in terms of my general scheduling, I think this is pretty spot on. And if I get all of them right, you guys gotta give me some props, right? And then if I'm wrong, you guys can come in and hate me. But I think this is going to be pretty good. I think this is alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. So, obviously, I think the next event is definitely going to... And by the way, I guess I should have said in the previous thing. We're only going to be talking about King Log events. We're only going to be talking about King Log events, so... just to keep things as fast as possible for you guys. So we're only talking about King Log events. Anyways, I suspect that June will be Final Fantasy 13 2. I suspect that Sarah will be buffed a lot. I don't suspect that Noel will get too many buffs, mainly because I just don't think that he needs it. He's already really strong as a burst. He might get small modifier buffs, but I think Sarah's going to get the most. So, I mean, she has a lot of problems. Including there's a situation where she can't even do her best move with a dupe. She needs like an Aspergage reduction in her best abilities, or just remove the Aspergage mechanic entirely and just let her just do her thing. Because she's very similar to Xyrus, the 5-star version, where she wants to go low HP and then use her limit burst the next turn, so then she gets modifier boost. So very similar in that situation. I feel like she needs a lot of help for people to even consider pulling for her. And honestly, at this point, so if you know there's gonna be some stuff coming on the rise, I'm not sure if it's needed to go for her. As much as I like the character, as much as I like the kit of her, and she's pretty strong, I'm not sure. And we're gonna go into all that kind of stuff in a bit. Noel is very strong, but I don't know where he's gonna land. Because on the JP side, he was more of like a dream for free to play because he was a UOCable unit. But on the global side, he's already gonna be UOCable anyways, because Summon Fest doesn't exist. So he might not be much of a savior on the global side, but I think that he's still gonna be good. And then let's go ahead and move on into July. So July is definitely going to be, I think that it's going to be Ace and Rem, because honestly, Ace and Rem aren't really, the strongest things in the world. They're actually, not that strong at all. But they have a lot of flexibility with being able to, similar to the, Zuan the duo units, where they can be imbued, but they're also doing magic damage, but it's not magic damage kind of thing. So physical damage based off their magic stat, basically. So I think that Rem is fine, but I think Ace is gonna get a small buff, a very small buff, because honestly he's not the strongest thing in the world, but he is good in some ways, where he's easy to gear for 100% evasion, which is useful for an upcoming fight on the global side eventually. Oh man, I'm dreading that one. And August, I am definitely suspecting that Cloud or Squall will definitely finally join the game as a CG version. I know everybody wants him to be in July, but I really feel like we're going to be more in the August scene. So with that, I think that definitely going to be August. I feel like this is just a better pathing of power levels here, because Ace is good, but nowhere near Squall's damage. So that's my prediction for the first few months, but don't go away yet. We're going on the next few months here. We're gonna keep going. But before we go, make sure to like the video, because I've made this video as best as I could. So if you guys can give it a like, that would be appreciated. Moving on. So let's get into the elephant room at the end there. To give some context, I suspect that there will be like 1 month in between now and December, where there's gonna be like a filler month. So it doesn't have to be November. It can be any of the months upcoming, besides June, of course. Because I think June is gonna be easily king log, but it could be one of these upcoming months. Could be filler, and they could do something, and I'll be talking more about that in another slide. But for this slide, I do think that in September, Vaughn is going to come, and also Vanello. Both are really good units. Obviously, the treasure there is Vaughn, though, because it's just, you guys, everybody that's on my channel already knows how good Vaughn is. For anyone who's new to my channel, Vaughn is just insane, auto-provoking. He can be built as auto-provoking dodge tank because he has 90% evasion with his STMR and TMR equipped. And I think that his STMR is definitely worth moogling, so you can get that. Sure, sorry about all the sniffling, damn. Anyways, yeah. So he has ways of doing that. He has no provoke of his own, like no draw. But it's fine because you can just build him up in slots where you're putting evasion anyways. It can also be your breaker. You'll be having the highest breaks in the game at that point, 85. And on top of that, he has Mirage. He has Perfect Dispel, which what I mean by that is Perfect Dispel is basically that it removes the buffs of the boss, but not the debuffs. Lid has that. I think Lid was the first one who has that. Serena has it, and now Vaughn will have it. So Penelo is strong mage, and actually she's quite good because she breaks free of that curse. Where every mage is AoE. She's actually mostly single target, I think. I think she's only a single target, except for maybe like one ability. So for Dark Visions, and I've used her recently, actually, in the current Dark Visions as of this recording on the JP side, and since she's single target, she's not going over that broken old mechanic threshold thing where if you kill the boss while you're still trying to cast spells, they're not going to instantly stop, they're going to keep going because it's a single target. So there's that. In October, I really feel like Kuju will be coming to us, or November. I mean, I remember it could be either or. Remember, guys, there will be a filler month. I think I really feel like there's going to be a filler month of some kind. So Kuju will probably be in October. Be an easy time for Kuju to come into the game. He's very strong. Both units on the banner are quite good. Obviously, one stronger than the other, with Kuja being much stronger, but Garland has the uniqueness of having a lot of elemental resistances, and also I think he has full status immunity in his kit as well. Yeah, you heard that right. He has a passive that gives him full status immunity, so that's pretty bonkers. So there's that. I really feel like that's going to be a good month, and then November, like I mentioned, probably the filler month or one of the upcoming months. You never know. And here we are. I feel like November or December is when we're finally going to jump into Neo Vision territory. But keep in mind, as we're going to go into, there could be some caveats there. So, yeah, I really feel like I think December at the latest is probably where we are, and maybe even January. But with that being said, let's go into some caveats here. Oh boy, I was not expecting this. Yikes, I'm small. Okay, well, sorry about that, guys. Anyways, like I was saying, there's some caveats here. I suspect that at least 1 or 2 months, probably 2, maybe 1, I don't know, that there'll be a filler month of some kind of like global exclusive King Log or something like that along those lines, some Halloween event or something like that, I don't know. I feel like there's going to be at least something going on. They're not trying to rush, so I don't think that's going to happen. They can make the CG Elena, like when she reworked, they can make that into a King Log. The fan-made units could also be a King Log. And a Halloween could be a King Log, we never know. Any of those 3 things could happen, guys. And also, King Log could be replaced with the Elemental Battle for that month. Like, it's one of those situations that just could happen. So, yeah, if you're watching this far in the video, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you're new to my channel, and much appreciated. I put a lot of thought into this video, so I'd be much appreciated if you guys could like it and subscribe. Anyways, let's move on to the next part. These are some crucial units that I think, since a lot of people, I put this in, by the way, last part I think was supposed to be the end, but I put this in because a lot of people have been asking me this, so you guys in the YouTube comments that have been wondering, here you are. So Vaughn is definitely something you should go work towards trying getting. Pwn is definitely also one of those things. I didn't talk about her in this video, of course. We only talk about king model units, but these are just stuff that I think that is going to have a long-lasting impression in on your account. And I'm still using Pwn now, and I'm still using Von now, even months after their release. Both the units are really good in their respective roles. Kuja is an amazing mage, of course, with insane burst. I've made videos on him before, if you want to go back and watch those. And he'll last you a long time, even in the Neo Vision era. I think that he'll still be very strong. Keep in mind with global stuff, it could change all this stuff, where you could make a global exclusive, like the meme, they could make a global exclusive mage being better than him. They really haven't done that in a while, though. The last time they did that was like with Zeno, I think, right? They've not really done this global exclusive meme in a long time, guys, so let's try to like get that out of our heads for a little bit. And also Daisy and Kalmia are also very strong units in their own roles. So with that being said, let's move on. In conclusion, I really don't think that Global is trying to get to Neo Vision any faster than how they're going to get there, you know, naturally, organically. I think that they're just, you know, doing the same old pace. They're just going at their own pace, and they'll get there eventually. And they're not going to skip all these CG banners. Daisy and Pwn and Bond. They're not going to skip all these units, guys, because they want to get double return on their investments here. JP makes them, they use them on the banner, but then they want Global to go over and use them too, so they get this. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, they're a business. They want to make money. They invested a lot of resources into making these CG animations. They want to get some return on that. I'm not going to bank them on them. I understand. It's a business. And the bottom part, if you take anything away from this video, definitely pay attention to that last bullet point. Now is the time you should really be putting that finger in the ice and going ahead and paying attention more to what you're spending at this point in time. Because the road, we're going down the road, and we're going down 50 miles per hour right now. So we're heading down the track, Neo Vision. You guys gotta start saying, hey, I might be able to live without pulling on Spanner. Like, the perfect example right now is Vanille and Fang. I know there was a few people that said, oh, I like this band, I'm gonna pull on it, but honestly, unless you really want to go for them, I think that you guys should pay more attention to what you're pulling for, instead of just pulling on every single banner and just, you know, doing that. Your itchy finger can wait for a few weeks or a few months even. And I know some of you guys out there are serious free-to-play players. I think you guys can do it. I have belief in you guys, that you can hold off for a few months. So that's going to conclude the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you watched all the way through, type in #road. #road will be the keyword for the ending of this video. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I've got a membership link down below. YouTube tells me that I need to start mentioning this more. So I do have a membership link if you want to support the channel in a very, very cheap, affordable way. I believe level 1 is only like $1 something, so it's not that much. I mean, maybe it's a lot for some people. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But it is the most affordable level. It's the lowest I could make it, I think. I can't remember. But anyways, about that membership, there's a lot of things. If you want to go check that out, all you need to do is click a join next to the subscribe button. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching again. Make sure to comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.